our warm relationship into economic integration and mutual benefits. And this is not restricted to one government. It has spanned over governments, over decades, that this project was conceived and it was carried, and it has become so dear and well possessed by everyone in Pakistan that we are in love with CPEC, and we hope that it will bring prosperity for the people of Pakistan. The vision and direction of the Prime Minister on CPEC is very clear. We are coming to end of CPEC phase 1. The direction is continue each and every project, fast pace, and complete them as soon as possible. All those projects which have been held up or obstructed because of any technical reason or procedural delay has to be handled at priority. But all viable projects of CPEC phase 1 have to be completed. On phase 2, there is absolute clarity again. We have to be deliberate, go with full preparation in an institutionalized way with full transparency, and we just about to embark into phase 2. What is phase 2? Phase 2, we are going into new sector. We are talking of revamping total railway infrastructure of Pakistan. A new railway track, Peshawar to Karachi, over 1870 kilometers. A dry port at Havelian. A new transmission system, fully fenced railway track, dual eyes, all railway crossings replaced by underpasses and overhead bridges. The efficiency and speed increased with manpower totally revamped and a profitable railway for Pakistan. And for this, restructuring of the entire railway system was approved only in the last week. Secondly, we are talking of the special economic zones, mass industrialization in Pakistan. We are talking of relocation of industry from China. We are talking of creating preferred special economic zones in each province, and first 3 preferred zones have already been identified, and we are very close to signing the development agreement of Rashakai in KP, and also progressing well on Dhabiji. And as you know, Faisalabad has already been groundbroken by the Prime Minister about a couple of months back. This is where the role of heavy mechanical complex will come in. They will contribute in import substitution and prevent us from importing machinery. We will be relying heavily on heavy mechanical complex, and we have been in talks with them. So I request all the companies who are putting up industries in special economic zones to talk to heavy mechanical complex, place their orders, get their machineries reconfigured or configured as per their demands. The SCZs aim to provide employment to the youth of Pakistan. And let me tell you of the belief of the Prime Minister in our youth. He thinks and believes, and all of us have seen it, our youth is intelligent, they can acquire any skill, they are highly enterprising. And this is why the program is already in works to revamp our technical institutes so that we can bring the human resource to full requirement of the industrialization in Pakistan. So with SCGs, we are looking at enhancing exports and substituting imports. And of course, it will kickstart our economy. It will provide employment. Another thing that I want to mention here is the focus on agriculture in phase 2. And we've been speaking to heavy mechanical complex that we will ask HMC to go into manufacturing, large-scale manufacturing of the heavy agriculture machinery, all implants that we get from abroad. We are talking of mechanization of agriculture. We are talking of water conservation, smart management of the farms, and a lot of machinery will come up here in HMC. Another focus is science and technology. And this is one example. If you look at the companies and their profiles, you will realize how we can progress through CPAC with a focus on science and technology in the progress of CPAC. So, let me tell you, CPAC is becoming a fast reality. We've seen it today. Even the COVID has not been able to hamper the progress that we want to make. I had just looked at the CPAC projects, and I see that there are 8 energy projects already completed and 9 are currently under execution. If you just look at phase 1, so far we had an investment of $12.5 billion in CPAC. And currently under execution are projects of another $14 billion. And when we go into phase 2, the direction is very clear. We are going to reduce our burden on the loans. Rather, we are going into a mode of business to business cooperation with the Chinese firms. We are looking at foreign development, foreign direct investment. We are looking at individual companies and entrepreneurs to come into Pakistan and partnering with Pakistani businesses and business houses. And the CPAC authority, along with the help of our brother who happens to be very popular here because of his enterprise and hard work, the Ambassador Excellency Yao Jing, that the companies are coming together. We are connecting the companies amongst themselves. We have a new business council which will be announced very soon, all from the private sector. And the cooperation in the coming days between the companies will increase manifold. And this is how we are all set to launch a phase 2 in a deliberate, prepared manner, in an institutionalized manner, with full consciousness of transparency. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me also give you another good news. And the news is that we are going into revamp of machine tool factories also with the same management that have taken the task of revamping heavy mechanical complex. I think it is time for optimism and hope. The organizations like heavy mechanical complex have taken lead, and we see a lot of activity under the banner of CPAC in the coming days. We know there are detractors. We know there are people who keep throwing spanners, trying to spin that the CPAC probably is being relegated or it has slowed down. I tell you, there is a lot of groundwork which has gone in these months, and you will see the projects happening on ground in the coming days. I'm thankful to all of you for providing us this opportunity. I am grateful to all our friends from China, and I'm especially thankful to Her Excellency Madam Nagmana Hashmi for taking all the pain to putting today's ceremony together there in Beijing, and Heavy Mechanical Complex for leading this initiative, Special Planning, Strategic Planning Division, and the board of Heavy Mechanical Complex, and the partners, the consultants who put all this concept together. So I thank you all for being here today.